Namanda, 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 Namanda.
Good morning and happy Parents' Day. My name is Tegan Nagafuji, and I would like to thank you for attending this morning's Dharma Family and Gotane service, which celebrates Shinran Shonin's birthday. Shinran is the founder of our Jodo Shinshu sect of Buddhism. We will begin this service with a moment of quiet sitting. Reverend Kuwahara will strike the bell, and we will sit for 1 to 2 minutes to quiet our minds and prepare to hear the Dharma. Then he will strike the bell again, and we will continue with the service.
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Reverend Kuwahara will now chant the Shoshinge, which is on page 33 of the Purple Service Book.
Okay, good morning, everyone. So we are going to have Shoshinge chanting, which is, Shoshinge is a summary of Jodo Shinshu teaching composed by Shinran Shonin. There are 120 verses, and then the first part is like a summary of Jodo Shinshu teaching, and the second half is like a summary of the seven masters from whom Shinran Shonin received the guidance of Pure Land Buddhism, or the Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion. And then, so there is a sort of a melody, and then pitch too. So the Shoshinge starting from page 33 to page what? Page 44. From page 33 to 44, the key is mainly D. Maybe for some people a little bit lower. And then from page 45, the pitch will go up to G. And then go all the way to page 48. And then, so this is the so-called the Shoshinge part. And then from page 49, there is a Nembutsu recitation, Namo Amida Butsu. And then we will chant the 6 hymns, 6 poems composed by Shinran to praise Amida Buddha. And then this has more kind of ups and downs. So you can follow this musical note anyway. But if not, don't worry, you just listen and enjoy the beautiful chanting. Other people will chant better than you, so don't worry. 無量寿如来ナモ不可思議光法蔵菩薩院に寺在世自在応仏所刀剣小仏浄土院国土人伝自然魔建立無常修正願長発慶右大愚勢五行死有死小寿十世妙正門実法不法無量無変更無下無体公園の少女寛義知恵子不断難事無所故超日学校精進説一切群上無故障本願名号少女語死心信行願人上等学書大涅槃必死滅度願成就如来所以公出世唯説弥陀本願会五辱悪事群上会お信如来如実言の発一年期愛心不断本の特涅槃凡上逆法再永入入手死入海一味摂取信仰上昇後異の水波無明暗頓内心臓死運無上不真実信心天非如に古不運無運無しげ妙無暗逆心謙虚大狂気即応超絶後悪臭一切全幕本部人門心如来偶勢願仏言古代小下者善人名踏んだりけみだ仏本願念仏邪見狂慢なく修正信行十字人人難難中死難昔インド祭天子論下中華自治域史構想現代諸古聖書意妙如来本税大き釈迦如来両合戦一種合妙難天竺龍樹大事出頭世質の財波有無権先絶大乗無情報召喚議事小安ら見
賢治南行六六新行異行指導楽億年弥陀仏本願次年即時入筆上唯の上昇如来語お法大偶税音天神菩薩増論説奇妙無下公如来永衆たら見真実光線の頂大誓願こういう本願力へこう移動群上昇一心記入功徳大崩壊筆逆入大永収集特使蓮華造世界即所信如法精進有本の輪現人図入所自音自王下本師鈍乱両天使上皇乱所菩薩来三蔵ルシ十条教凡上専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見性願おげんねこゆたり少女死因唯心人枠前本部新人ポ承知生じ即涅槃必死無量光明道小修上回復家同社結晶道難所唯明浄土活入万全自力変言宗円満特語感染症三不三神経音言増末放滅道品一生増悪地偶税死安尿解消妙化全道独妙仏生意公愛上三陽逆悪公妙妙語見因念開入本願第一回行者少女今後心狂気一年相互用意大と逆三人即所保証市上楽原神公開一大教返帰安女間一切先祖終身反戦人法華二度小弁流極重悪人有小仏我薬剤非摂取中煩悩証言水不見大非無見上昇が本資源空妙仏教連民全幕本部人新宗教書公編集戦弱本願具悪性現来生自輪伝下 決議上一生死即入弱上無意楽必知新人意の入愚教大事修士等上妻無変極辱悪同族自主愚道心有意過信し高創説阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナミダ成仏のこの方は今に実行を経たまえに方針の小売気はもなくせのもう名を照らすなりナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナ知恵の光明はりなし無量の所相ことごとくこうけうかむらあぬものはなし真実妙に奇妙せよナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナモ阿弥陀仏ナ つの降臨きわもなし高速かむるものはみな有無を離ると述べたも平等かくに奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナムコウ無限女国一切の上に触りなしこうたくかむらぬものぞなきなんじ義を奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナム正常光明並びなしぐしこのゆえなれば一切のごけものぞこりぬ秘境へを奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ仏光せう最大一公園の部と名付けたり三途の国安 開くなり大おうぐを奇妙せよがんにしくどく平等せいさい道発菩大心おう上安楽ナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダー
Please rise if you are able to follow along with the Gatha, Someone to Thank, which is on the handout. Please remain standing for the reading of the Three Treasures One.
We are prepping now to videotape our presentation and contribution to the BCA telethon. So thank you for being patient, especially to the mothers. And this song is dedicated to all the parents, but especially mothers. Know the many things we do each day, some easy and mundane, some not our favorite things. Actions, they help our lives along with gratitude, kindness, everyone well. Someone to thank is always good, draws the best from us. Say thank you for everything. Namo Amida Butsu. Clouds gather, but soon travel far away. Change never wants to wait. It has its own pace. Accepting this will clear your eyes. Live a life that's true, beautiful, generous and kind. Someone to thank is always good. Draws the best from our hearts. Say thank you for everything. Namo Dabu.
I will now recite the Three Treasures 1 on page 8 of the Purple Service Book. Please feel free to follow along. Three Treasures 1. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we be absorbed ourselves in the principle of the way to enlightenment, awaken ourselves supreme will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly as disciples of Buddha and be free from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony in a spirit of universal oneness, free from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. We will now have a children's Dharma message by Reverend Kuwahara.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending today's service. So, as Tiga mentioned, so today is a Parent Day service, and then also celebration of birth of Shinran Shonin, so Gotae. And then, so because of Gotae, celebration of our founder Shinran's birth, so that's why the May theme, the theme for May is Shinran Shonin's life, Venerable Shinran's life, and the teaching. So today I have a three kind of quiz questions to Dharma school students. Okay. So we are observing Gotan service, which is a celebration of Shinran Shonin's birth. And so when is his birthday? 1, May 11, 552, and then 2, May 21st, 1173, and then 3, January 10th, 1975. Nice members. You. Hi, so Dharma school student. Very few, not many today. No? Yeah. Yeah, not 3. はい。はい、ヒロト、GO。なんではい、number 2ね。Yes. Yay. Good job, Dharma school teachers. Yeah. And then, by the way, this is my birthday. So now you know my birthday, okay? So that's why last year, 2023, is Shinran Shonin's 850th, celebration. And then this year is 800th anniversary of the establishment of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, because 1224 is the establishment start of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. So please think about why people still celebrate Shinran Shonin's birthday, even after 850 years. So I'm sure once I die, nobody celebrates my birthday, right? But still we celebrate Shinran Shonin's birth because this figure, this person left a very important, inspiring lesson for us. So that's why, because to show our respect, appreciation to what we have received from him, so that's why we celebrate his birthday. So in other words, we come to the temple and then receive the great gift from the Shinran Shonin. So then the next question is, so Shinran Shonin, Venerable Shinran, married a woman, and then they had 7 children. So do you know the name of Shinran Shonin's wife? 1, Kakushini, and then 2, Hitomi, 3, Eshini. Hi. Which one? Hi. 3 ね。はい、ありがとう。Yeah, daughter. Oh, nice. Yeah. So Kakushini is their daughter. And then Eshini is Shinran's wife. And then who is Hitomi? Yeah, my wife. And then, as you can see from this, this is Eshini's illustration. And then, Ni is not a part of her name. Ni is the Chinese character, means like a nun. So Kakushin, my daughter, is a name. So because she took ordination, Kakushin-ni, nun Kakushin. Or Eshin-ni is Eshin is her name. And then since she took ordination, non-Eshin. So Shinran Shonin, not by himself, family members also enter the Buddhist path. So then please think about why he married. So this is one approach, aspect. So speaking of Buddhism, so mainly monastic life. So monks, nuns, they live at the monastery, and then they engage themselves to hard, difficult Buddhist practice 24/7, right? But the teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, the guidance of Amida Buddha's wisdom and compassion, is kind of Buddhist path, Buddhist practice at home for family. So that's why Shinran Shonin, he married. And then he enjoyed the Dharma at home. So this is the last question. So Shinran Shonin, he lived until 90 years old. He lived really, really long. Especially in those days, like a 12th, 13th century, usually people die before 50 years old. Like people die, of course, yeah, people die young or maybe, at oldest, maybe 40, 50s, years old. But he lived 90-year life and then passed away or attained birth in the Pure Land, January 16th, 1267, 63. Then, what is the annual memorial service for him? Now we have a high school student. Hi, Kiki. So what is the Shinran Shonin's annual memorial service? Two? はい、ありがとうございます。Yeah. Good job, Dharma school teachers. And thank you, Kiki. Yeah. Okay, so Nirvana Day is Shakyamuni Buddha's, passing, demise, and then so it's February. And then Hanamatsuri, we last month celebrated the birth of Shinran Shonin, decorating a small shrine and with a baby Buddha, right? So Hoonko is the another big important service for Jodo Shinshu Buddhists. So please think about the life in the 13th century medieval Japan. How hard, how inconvenient it was. Of course, there is no cell phone, there is no internet, there is no car, there is no airplane, right? And then some medicine. So once people get sick, ill, it's really critical. So, and then of course there is no supermarket, right? And then so the life was really inconvenient than the one we are living right now. And then of course famine, flood, plague, and then political power shift from aristocrats to samurai warriors. So the society, the world is so unstable, difficult to live. But he could fulfill his, of course, he had a longer life than other people, which means he had more difficulties. He had to go through many, inconvenience, hardships. But he could complete his life with, Amida Buddha, Nembu's teaching. So he got a, true companion to live, to fulfill his life. So please come, continue to come to the temple and then, find the true companion, Amida Buddha or Buddha Dharma, to live, to fulfill your life. So this is my Dharma message for Dharma school student today. So please join me, Gasho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Thank you, Reverend Kuwahara, for your wonderful Dharma message for the students. Please rise if you're able to follow along with the Gatha, Home to the Light and Life, which is on the handout.
Continuing with our production for the BCA telethon, we really need your help in this one. Much easier than the first time, because we want to show the other temples that Berkeley has it together. So we may end up doing this twice so we can get enough footage.
It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Home to the light and light. It's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. The power of compassion. That will never stand tall. Come join your family. Come join your family. From all the faraway lands, it's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Your favorite Buddha land resides in your heart. With your guiding light, it's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Inspired in your practice, peace is joy awaken. Bodhisattvas have vowed to spread the primal vow. Don't rest now, don't you rest. It's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. And
One more time. One, two, three, four.
It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Home to the light and life. It's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. The power of compassion that will never stand tall. Come join your family. Come join your family. From all the faraway lands, it's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Favorite Buddha land resides in your heart. Like your shining light, it's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. Inspired in your practice, peace is joy awaken. Bodhisattvas have vowed to spread the primal vow. Don't rest now, don't you rest. It's time to come on home. It's time to come on home. Time to come on home. It's time to come on home.
Now we would like to welcome the following guests. So if there's any new guests, you can stand up and wave so we can introduce you. Rich Ito. Reverend Jerry Hirano. Catherine Nash. Okay. Now I'll. Oh, one more.
Dr. Camera Hirano.
Oh, Camera Hirano? Yeah. Okay, now I'll read the announcements that have been submitted. There's online meditation and discussion Wednesday, May 15th at 7 p.m. Please sign up on the website. There's virtual yoga Thursday, May 16th from 8 a.m. to 8:20 a.m. There's no registration required, but turn in your waiver form and the Zoom link is on our website. The BBT Dharma monthly online study session, Thursday, May 30th at 6:30. The topic is Shinran Shonin's life and teachings. The sign-up link is on the website. The BBT Suzuki Bazaar is only 1 week away. We're counting down the days to our biggest fundraiser of the year on Sunday, May 19th from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Please plan to come and bring family and friends to enjoy good food, good music, and fun people. The silent auction link is now up on our website. Please check it out. The bake sale, please plan to bake your favorite cookies, cakes, or pies for the bake sale. Donate on Saturday, if possible, or Sunday before 9 a.m. Pre-steak orders, last day to pre-order is Wednesday, May 15th. Walk-ups are welcome if steaks are available. See the BBT website homepage to order. Suzuki Bazaar donation. If able, please donate to the Suzuki Bazaar fundraiser. There are no raffle tickets this year, and all donations are appreciated. Now the students will be dismissed to their classes. Would Dharma School students please go to the front gasho and go to the classrooms? All others are invited to remain for the adult Dharma talk.
Okay, so before I start, I would like to read this passage as usual. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. How to listen to the Dharma message. I listen as if I'm listening for the first time. I listen as if the message is for myself alone. I listen as if this is the last chance to listen to the Dharma. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Again, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending today's service. So I know next Sunday is really busy for the BBT, or even this whole week. I think from tomorrow, people come to the temple and then start the bazaar prep. So I was wondering how many people come to the service today. So it was a good turnout, and then this is a nice birthday gathering of our founder Shinran Shonin. 本当ありがとうございます。Thank you very much. And then the passage that I picked for my Dharma message today is this one, and then a little bit overlap the lyrics of the Home to the Light and Life, so kind of coincidence, but singing a song, I was kind of happy, glad. So to begin my Dharma message, let me read this passage, hymn composed by founder Shinran. So if you can one more time, please put your hands together in Gassho. As we realize Shinjin of vast and majestic virtues through the benefit of the unhindered light of Amida Buddha, the ice of our deluded desires and attachment will necessarily melt and eventually become water of enlightenment. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 So again, today is a Gotaen service, celebration of Shinran Shonin's birth. So he was born 1173, May 21st, in Kyoto, Japan. So as I mentioned, like a question number 3 of the Dharma School message, the life in the time, 12th century, medieval Japan, totally different from ours. And so many, difficulties, inconvenience in those days, but he could complete his 90-year life. So if you're a true, Nembutsu practitioner, you could live long. I don't know. I don't know. And then, so Gotaen is a big observance important service for Jodo Shinshu Buddhists. Then another one is Shinran Shonin's annual memorial service, Hoonko, in January. So those are the two major important services about the founder, Venerable or Shinran Shonin. So also I mentioned because he was born 1173, last year, 2023, was the celebration anniversary of his 850th birth. And then this year, since Shinran Shonin, he completed his main work, Kyogyo Shinsho, which is a kind of summary. He summarized the teaching of Jodo Shinshu into a book. This book was completed 1224. So that's why 1224 is the year of the establishment of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. So this year, we will celebrate 800th anniversary of the establishment. So, also BCA, our organization, Buddhist Churches of America, we started, official starting date is September 1st to 1899. September 1st, 1899 is the official start of our organization, Buddhist Churches of America, to which our temple, Berkeley Buddhist Temple, is affiliated to. So September 1st, we're going to celebrate 125th of the BCA. So the recording is a part of that, activity project. And then also, Bisei will celebrate 800, 850th in conjunction with the Bisei's 125th, September 1st. So I hope many people join this celebration. So Jodo Shinshu has a long history. And then over 800-year history and has developed mainly in Japan, because Shinran, he was a Japanese monk, and this is a Japanese Buddhist tradition. But in the course of long history, this organization teaching developed in Japan, country of Buddhism, and then became the largest Buddhist organization. So those are some numbers about us, about the Jodo Shinshu Honganji-ha. So the temple is over 10,000 in Japan. And then ordained priest is over 30,000. And then myself, and then Hirano sensei, Kamera sensei, and then CJ sensei, my wife. Those are, in those part of these numbers. And then this is a number of members. So, and then this is only about Nishi Honganji, our tradition. So speaking of Jodo Shinshu, there are 10 different schools. And then us, Honganji school is one of them. Another big school is Higashi. And there is another Jodo Shinshu temple in Berkeley, Higashi. So Higashi Honganji, I think they have 7,000 or 8,000 temples. So a little bit smaller than us. So if we adding all temples and members, so probably the temple number over to 20,000 in Japan, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. And then so this teaching now crossed the Pacific Ocean and then reached out to different places of the world. So Hawaii, and then North America, South America, Europe, and Asian countries. So there are about 200 Jodo Shinshu temples and Sangha groups outside of Japan. So in the 800-year history, this teaching has developed. And then, it's a long history, right? 800 long lineage, and then kind of widespread to the world. And then I would like to ask why? Why this teaching, supported, or survived for such a long time? And then, widespread different places of the world. Why? So I would like to talk about that using this banner. Although it's not here, right? So, couple months ago, one day, because of the strong wind, the corner of this banner kind of broken. So I believe Bradley, ordered the new one. So I look forward to receiving the new one. Right now, we have a big banner of the bazaar on the displays. But anyway, so I like this banner, especially this saying. And then I understand it represents the spirit or teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. So welcome to all. This three word short phrase is representing or telling us. So this teaching, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, is applicable to anybody, anyone, regardless of nationality or time era. So Shinran Shonin, he lived in medieval Japan, and then 20th century, and then maybe even 25th century. No matter which time era we live, this teaching is applicable. And then race, age, social status, health condition, and gender identity, they don't matter. They don't matter. No matter who you are, wherever you are, and then whenever it is, this teaching is applicable to us. Then why? So I would say this teaching, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, is a sort of medicine for, what we humans universally carry. And what's that? I'd say our false or deluded desires or attachment. And then they are the main cause. They're the main cause of our troubles, difficulties, stress, dissatisfaction, suffering, etc., etc. So this teaching is the medicine for our suffering, right? And then this kind of worldly desires or deluded desire attachment, everybody carry more or less, right? So because of that, this teaching is applicable any person, anytime, anywhere. So we follow the teaching of Amida Buddha. And then this Buddha has a great aspiration, compassionate aspiration to embrace, guide, liberate us, all beings, from the kind of suffering, difficulties, challenges, right? And then that Buddha's aspiration is called, primal vow, or in Japanese, hongan. And this is a core essence of our teaching. Right? Buddha's wish, Buddha's aspiration to guide, embrace, liberate us. That is the ground, foundation of our teaching. So in other words, to listen to the Jodo Shinshu teaching, to follow the Jodo Shinshu teaching, we need to receive, we need to listen to this Buddha's great, aspiration, vow. So we humans, every day, we have so many difficulties, challenges, stress, dissatisfaction. So once we hear, this Buddha, solve or kind of solve this, my, difficulties, challenges, issues, that sounds great. So, okay, Amida Buddha, so please remove all my, difficulties, challenges. Maybe most people react this way. Yeah. Such a nice, wonderful teaching. But the Buddha's approach is a little bit different from our reaction. So this Buddha, Amida is Buddha of light. And then this Buddha, spreading the light of wisdom and compassion. And this light shows us the source of our suffering, source of our, issues, which is our desires, deluded desires and attachment. Well, we could continue, right? So self-centeredness, or three poisons, greed, anger, stupidity, or our egoistic view, or narrow view, or maybe our stubbornness, right? We have so many things within ourselves, and then because of them, we suffer, and then we give troubles to other people around us. So Amida Buddha tries to, show us the source of all, difficulties, challenges. So in other words, to receive the light of Amida Buddha, that means we become aware of who I am, how I live my everyday life. That is an important point, or the meaning of receiving the light of Amida Buddha. So what do you see in this picture? Maybe hard to see. Gohonzo, ne? So this is a picture of our temple, ne? This Hondo Hall. So you see Amida statue, kind of altar at the back, ne? And then the surroundings just black. Ne? We don't see very much. But how about this? Ne? Now we see more things like a pews, piano, wall. We can see almost everything. So what is the difference between those two pictures? Light. Ne? So I put the camera back there and then took a picture, one picture with lights on, one picture without lights. So this is those two pictures, same place, but one with light, one without light, right? And then Amida Buddha's light enables us to see more things spiritually, right? And then what is Amida Buddha's light? This is Buddha Dharma teaching, Amida Buddha's guidance. And then more things is, myself or the reality of this world, right? That's what Amida Buddha's light shows us. So back to this slide. Amida's light of wisdom shows us the source of suffering. What do we carry? So if we humbly, honestly look into ourselves, we can discover those things within ourselves in the light of Amida Buddha. And then once we receive the light of Amida, what happened? I know there are many, kind of examples that I could say, but one example is like this. This is my, Dharma teacher, Umezu Sensei, former Bishop Umezu Sensei. So he sometimes say, we are perfectly imperfect. So this is the one result of live with Amida Buddha, or live in the light of Amida. So once we truly live in the light of Amida, then we become aware of our imperfection, or my imperfection, right? And then what happened? So sometimes, in our daily life, we have an argument. I'm right, you are wrong. And then once, I point somebody saying, you are wrong. And then 3 fingers pointing myself. Hey, Kyo, how about you? And then this is another thing. Judy, I think you are familiar with this. So my boys, they play basketball in the gym in Oakland. And then this gym is used by kids. And then on the bulletin board, sometimes nice words or things. And then this is one of the sheet of paper posted on the bulletin board. And then I thought, this is a good material for my Dharma message. So I took a picture. And then one day I showed it to Judy, and then Judy liked it. And then so she printed out this and then put on the bulletin board in her the wall of her office. So it says, before you speak, think. So T is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? M, is it necessary? And then K, is it kind? So if our speech is perfect, we don't have to worry about those things, right? But since we know sometimes we hurt other people, sometimes we say something unnecessary. What we say is not necessary, not always perfect. So that's why it's nice to mindfully think about before we speak, right? Like this way, think. So this is another kind of practical example, practice of knowing, I'm not perfect. My speech is not perfect. So in this way, once we truly become aware of our imperfection, I'm sure this awareness drives us, or maybe makes us more reflective, my imperfection, my way of thinking, my speech, my behavior, right? And then this awareness kind of makes us more mindful, right? Because I'm, imperfect. What I say, what I think, what I behave is imperfect, so I have to be careful, right? Or maybe sometimes we try to be more responsible, right? And then since my thinking is not perfect, then other people also make mistakes, right? Because of this imperfection, we make mistakes and error, right? Once we truly, become aware of our imperfection, then I'm sure we can get more kind of forgiveness of other people's mistakes and errors. And then also this awareness brings us kind of acceptance or flexibility to different ideas, right? I have my own ideas. I have my own thoughts, right? I have my way to do, right? But that's not the perfect. So if we truly know, maybe, my thinking is not perfect enough. What the person is talking about, saying, might be, true, right? So that's how we can have, flexibility or maybe acceptance within our heart. And then that's how we can reduce the tension, conflict with other people. Or maybe we could cultivate our understanding, respect, flexibility to other people. So for some people, to admit our imperfection sounds like a negative. We want to be perfect. But I would say once we admit our imperfection, from there we can try to make a true improvement, true betterment, right? So in that sense, to realize our imperfection in the light of Amida Buddha, that is a very, very important thing for us to be a kind of better person or betterment. So in that sense, I would say this light, this teaching of Amida enhances the quality, especially spiritual life, of our everyday life. But saying so, it sounds like, Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, that this teaching sounds really nice. It's really cool, right? If we follow this teaching, I can be a perfect person eventually. Maybe not. Yeah. So saying so, we are still living in this samsara, this saha world, right? And then we are under the control of causality, right? Cause and effect. So this is what the Shinran Shonin said. If the karmic court so prompts us, we will commit any kind of act. Even when we think we have a good heart, maybe under certain circumstances, our action, right, kind of result in something wrong or hurt others or give trouble to other people. And then our blind passions are so strong, so deeply rooted, right? Although we follow the teaching of Buddha Dharma or live with Amida Buddha's light, but still we carry our blind passions until the last moment of our life, right? So this kind of a tension, right? Receiving the light and then receiving the guidance of Amida Buddha, we follow the path. But still, we carry this, blind passions within ourselves, the reality of this Saha world. So this is a kind of tension of the life of Jodo Shinshu Buddhist. So that's why I think this is what the Kodani Sensei said. We are Buddhist because we are not Buddha yet, right? So we are not perfect yet, but we are on the track in a sense. So to be a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist, to live a life with Amida Buddha, is we are living a life journey with a true companion. This true companion always reminds us something very important, right? So that's why we need to come to the temple, listen to the Dharma, listen to the guidance of Amida Buddha, need to receive the light of Amida. So this is a kind of last item. So what do you see on the screen? Think. But something is wrong. What is wrong? Eye. Eye is wrong. It's a huge eye, big eye. Eye. Like this. So when we think, eye comes to the center. And then this eye, center eye is huge, right? But as we deeply, humbly listen to the Dharma, then I believe this light, Amida Buddha's light, kind of shrinks this big, huge eye. Still, there is eye. Eye comes to the center. But the power of light, power of Buddha Dharma, kind of shrinks this big, egoistic eye. Right? And then, eventually, this eye, now what do you see? Small image. Buddha. Buddha comes to the center. And then this is Amida. And then what does it mean? So Amida's A, starting with A. Now A comes to the center. And then we got another word, thank. So if Amida Buddha comes to the center of our life, kind of replacing this, I, me, then we can cultivate sense of gratitude. Of course, Amida Buddha's light, Amida Buddha's guidance change or transforms us. So first, we show our appreciation or gratitude to Buddha. Thank you, Buddha, for your, change guidance for me to kind of deepen, enhance the quality of our life. So first, we give a gratitude, show gratitude to Amida Buddha. And then, of course, once we truly, deeply know who I am, then we could realize how much support we have received, right? We have 3 meals a day, and then every meal we receive so many lives, animals, vegetables, plants, right? So since you were born up until today, we had so many, received the sacrifices of many lives. And then living our everyday life, because of our gas, we, give a trouble to other people too, right? So once we truly know who I am, then we start, we can cultivate sense of gratitude, appreciation to the beings other, around ourselves. That is also the power of Dharma, Buddha's guidance. So I understand, I appreciate this is the guidance, teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism. And then because of that, I brought this Wasan hymns today. Yeah. So this teaching, brings us, gives us, bestows us great virtues within ourselves, right? And then this light kind of melt the very solid, hard ice of our ego or blind passions, right? And then, but this warm light, the warmth of Amida Buddha's light, compassion, melt this, stubborn kind of hard ice, so that we can become a Buddha someday. So again, thank you very much for attending today's service. I would like to conclude my Dharma message reading this passage one more time. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. As we realize Shinjin of vast and majestic virtues through the benefit of the unhindered light of Amida Buddha, the ice of our deluded desires and attachment will necessarily melt and eventually become water of enlightenment. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Okay, thank you very much. So now I'd like to, say thank you to all those who have made today's service possible. First, although she's not here, thank you, Tigran, for being a wonderful chairperson. Thank you, Tigran. Arigatou. And then thank you, David, and then Sean for being a live streaming team for today's YouTube service. Arigatou gozaimashita. And then thank you, Emiko-san, DI, and then Sangha Singers, and then Tony for your wonderful gasa today. Arigatou gozaimashita. And then thank you, Dharma School teachers, for your guidance to Dharma School students. Yeah, they answered the 3 questions wonderfully today because they're the guidance. Arigatou gozaimashita. And then thank you, May Toba monthly group for the preparing the refreshment at the social hall after the service. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much. So this concludes today's service. Thank you, everyone who joined the service in person and then virtually. Arigatou gozaimashita. So next week, no service because of the bazaar. So if you can, please come and spend your money as much as you can. Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much.